During the pandemic, we know the older adult population was one of the most affected groups across the United States. And here in North Dakota, we have one of the largest groups of aging adults. When it comes to the golden years, many think of retirement and more time to spend with family and friends. But there's also that side of aging that is not often addressed, and that is elder abuse. Prevention and Education Supervisor Susie Kramer-Brenna and Chief Programming Officer Mila Corbell from the Rape and Abuse Crisis Center are joining us today to shine light on this dark issue. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
So, Susie, can you tell us a little bit more about what abuse is like in later life, the growing aging population, and so forth?
Yes, so abuse in later life happens when an older adult, age 50 or over, experiences any or a combination of physical abuse, emotional, psychological abuse, sexual abuse, neglect, or financial exploitation from someone where they have an ongoing relationship and there's an expectation of trust in that person. We know that elder abuse impacts aging adults from all racial, ethnic, socioeconomic, and religious backgrounds and sexual orientations. The majority of victims are women, but men can be victims too. And as you mentioned, this is an issue impacting many older adults and families in our area. By 2025, aging adults are expected to be about 18% of North Dakota's total population. And in Minnesota, by 2030, more than 1 in 5 Minnesotans will be an older adult. And this includes for both states, all of the adults who are the baby boomers.
I see we have a little diagram. Can you see that diagram that's up there?
That should be the power and control
Correct.
wheel.
Yeah, yes, the power and control. Tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, so I wanted to say that the most common abusive relationship for an older adult is with a spouse or a partner or with a family member, such as an adult child. So the spouse or the adult child will use a combination of the abusive tactics that you see on the screen in the power and control wheel. So this is a diagram of what a typical abusive relationship might look like. So the hitting, the yelling, the name calling, the threats, taking away access to bank accounts. So this is very deliberate abuse. These tactics are used by the abuser to have power over the older adult and to control the choices that the aging adult is making for themselves. So what they do, where they go, the people they see and they talk to, and then what they do with or how they spend their money.
Okay, so you've kind of shared a little bit, about who the victims are, of course, and you even older adults that are children or the parents maybe as the children are aging, but there might be a little bit of a situation. Is that true?
Yes, correct. It most often is happening in the home where the aging adult is living. And again, the most common perpetrator of this kind of abuse is going to be a spouse or a partner or an adult child, either living in that home or living away from the home.
Okay, yes, I should make that correction, an adult child. So some of the things that are happening, can you share a little bit more about that in depth and what we can do to help that and how you come into play and help out?
This is Mila Corbell. I can tell you a little bit about what our community is doing. And I apologize, I don't know, I'm not able to get my camera up here for some reason.
But I can see you, Mila. Hi.
Hi. Locally, we have an elder abuse coordinated community response in the Cass Clay area here, which is a coalition of professionals who come together. And the mission of that program is to eliminate abuse and neglect in later life. So it's a group of professionals from a variety of settings that come together who work with the aging population, all who want to be a part of the larger picture to identify the gaps in services and the gaps in systems in our community. So we come together once a month and we collaborate, we educate each other, we talk about the available services that we each have and provide. And we also focus a lot on what are the prevalent needs that we are recognizing and what do we do about that in our community. In addition, we have another program, and it's called the Elder Abuse Forensic Network. Now, this is a smaller multidisciplinary team, and this consists of all of our local law enforcement, local fire departments, adult protective services, public health, Sanford, Essentia, prosecution, the coroner's office, and rape and abuse crisis center. So we meet once a month, and this is a group that comes together to staff specific cases. And the purpose of this is to staff these specific cases and ensure coordination of care. The intent, of course, is for seamless delivery of services. And so this is something that our community is doing so that we stay on top of these issues and that we always know who to call upon, basically so that our vulnerable population in our community are not, for lack of better words, falling through the cracks. Mm-hmm. In addition, I would like to say, if someone in the community believes that they would like to talk with us for themselves or for someone they know, or another care provider or professional wants to learn more about these issues or has someone they're concerned about, to please call us, because we do provide that abuse and later life advocacy at Rape and Abuse Crisis Center. So we would really like you to call us and speak with us. And if we do not have the exact service to meet that need, we will direct you to the right people because we are in collaboration with all of those people.
Thank you, Mila. That is great information. We really appreciate it. Susie, thank you. Ladies, we will put all of this information up on our Facebook page as well. And thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, coming up on today's show, we are talking about the battle of the sense. So stay tuned.